Hey everybody, and welcome back to our channel. We're the Movie Couple. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And happy Saturday.
Yep, it is
happy
Saturday.
Saturday, and welcome back to the show where we talk about all things in movie news and pop culture. So on today's show, we're talking about Thunderbolts, the movie not quite yet confirmed by Disney and or Marvel, but they have found their director according to Deadline.
And since today is Saturday, we're also going to be talking about Miss Marvel Episode 1 and Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 4. We'll get to those spoiler talks at the end of our broadcast today.
Yes, towards the second half of the show, essentially. You guys, hello, welcome. Thanks for being flexible. I know we pushed back our live stream by half an hour. We went to the store because our house had nothing, and I was starving. And so I thought we were able to maybe expedite and do a quick, 40 minutes in and out. It'll be great. And then an hour later, we were just coming home, and I was like, I still need to cook and eat and set up. So that is what happened.
But in some good news, we got our brand new t-shirts in. So if you want, you can go to...
There's a link.
Oh, there's a link.
Yeah, click on the link.
There we go. Link in the chat. So
in the
description down below, and you can go and check out our awesome new t-shirts.
You didn't bring the other one in here, did you?
Of course I did. It's right over here. I guess I'm just gonna have to, walk all the way over here and get it. I'll be right, just a little bit further.
How we doing, guys? Doing good? Navi, you doing good? We're all fine here. While he does that, the shirt comes with different color logos, and you can put the different color logos on different color shirts with different styles and different fits. So that's one with the white logo on a maroon shirt, and then we just kind of did the classic, little bit of Star Wars.
I'm quite fond of the black and red. I think that one is one of my favorite looks.
Yeah, we like it. So, there's unisex size, there is men's sizing, there's lady sizing. So this shirt, for example, is like the ladies' relaxed fit in a small. They're pretty true to size, so if you want things to fit a little bit roomier, I would size up for sure. And then this one is just like a regular ladies' tee fit, not a relaxed fit or anything like that. But it's not like uber tight, but again, true to size. So if you like things to be a little bit oversized, sometimes I like to do that, you can size up. So there is that. All right, we have a super chat. Let's do that first.
From Marvin Martin. Thank you so much.
Super chat from Marvin. Where to go? Okay. Marvin writes, Pray Theories. This is how... Oh, yeah, that reminds me. We should tell them what's on the channel. But we'll do this one first. Pray Theories. This is how they got a gun to give to Danny Glover at the end of Predator 2 and Leading Lady. I Call Dibs is Billy's ancestor.
Oh, so it would actually make a really cool connection if you had something from this movie connect to the original Predator, to connect to Predator 2. I think that would actually be really cool and actually really smart to be able to connect all of these storylines a little bit more so you can have a Predator universe.
That'd be interesting. The trailer looked really good. I'm curious to what the rest of the series will look like when it hits Hulu. I think August 5th is the date. So speaking of that, we do have a trailer reaction out for Prey that just went up today. That's on the channel. What's also on the channel is our, obviously, reaction to Obi-Wan, which has been up since early Wednesday morning. But Miss Marvel just went up last night because it took me a really long time. Because essentially I wasn't home at all on Thursday. So it took a long time to edit that one, but it is done, and then we will rinse and repeat and do it all again next week.
And Stranger Things is still being edited because Wendy was focusing on editing Miss Marvel, because you know what, I think that's something that we really want to talk about today.
Yeah.
Is Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So getting that one up first was a priority.
Yes, it's also slightly shorter by 15-20 minutes than Stranger Things, so time-wise I knew it was going to be a faster edit. And then what else was I going to say? Don't put any spoilers about Stranger Things Season 4 in the chat if you can, just because we want to experience it organically. So when we watch episode 2 sometime soon, we will be just as surprised as you guys were when you found out whatever may happen in episode 2. And also, there was a lot of screaming from us in the end of episode 1. So just, I'm going to have to lower the sound in that because I think I was just loud.
Mm-hmm. And I have to admit, Eddie's becoming one of my favorite characters. I really like where it seems they're going to be taking his character, and I can't wait to find out more because I have seen pictures that weren't in the episode 1, which means he becomes a bigger part later on in the series. So I'm excited, but don't tell me.
Don't tell us.
I don't want to know.
Don't tell us. Yeah,
don't spoil it.
Find out organically. Okay, so before we go on to our regular news, which essentially is we're going to talk about Thunderbolt, we're going to talk about Miss Marvel, and we're going to talk about Obi-Wan. And before we get to this next thing, Theodore Harris, thank you so much for your super chat. Theodore writes, Deadline reported that Marvel has greenlit a Thunderbolts movie. Besides the obvious candidates, villain/anti-hero, who do you want to see on the team? My list. Ooh, Su Xiaoling.
Ooh.
Okay. Actually, that's a name that I haven't heard tossed around yet, but it could. Punisher and Justin Hammer.
I don't know.
Justin Hammer,
okay, don't get me wrong.
Iron Man 3?
Iron Man 2. Because he's the one that worked with Whiplash.
Yes. Okay, that's 2.
I do have to admit, though, even though I would love to see Punisher, and I think Punisher would be an awesome addition to one of the to the Thunderbolts, I don't think Punisher would join a team. He's very much a lone wolf to me. I've always seen him kind of like, no, he has his plan, his objective, and his goals. And he's not going to be like a part of a team for very long. He's going to be like, I might team up a little bit, but then leave. And I think
that's what would happen if he did join the team. It'd be a very temporary situation. They're the people that I think that we like, I feel like we're likely to see, who has been established in the current MCU, is probably U.S. Agent and Yelena.
Yes.
Just because they both have been approached by Val.
Yes.
Now, I don't know how they're going to handle the Ross thing because, unfortunately, we lost William Hurt.
Yeah. And he was such a good
so
Thunderbolt
good.
Ross.
Yeah.
I mean, I was dying to see him as Red Hulk. So that means they might, I'm really curious on how they would do that. You know, how would they, would they do a little bit of deep fake just to have him set up? And then once he's Red Hulk, you suggested this, that he just stays Red Hulk.
Yeah.
He actually can't go back and forth like he can in the comics. Once he's that form, that's all he can be. Kind of like Abomination. Well, no, Abomination's able to go back and forth. At least it looks like.
Well, it looked like it in the She-Hulk trailer.
Yeah, in the She-Hulk trailer, he looked like it.
So I think it's very possible we see Abomination pop up in the Thunderbolts movie. Let's see. I think somebody said it. Blade Baron Zemo. I think we will get to see.
In the comics, Zemo is actually the one who started the Thunderbolts.
Oh.
He was like one of the original formers.
Gosh,
leaders.
What about Power Broker?
Power Broker would actually be a really good one.
I know it's weird because it's Sharon.
But you also need to put in there needs to be some parallels between the real Avengers and the Thunderbolts. For example, you need your Archer. So you need someone to kind of take place of Hawkeye. Deadpool. I think Deadpool would be an awesome addition to the Thunderbolts. And then you could that's how you kind of introduce him into the MCU. I think that would be really cool. Did anyone else recommend Deadpool?
So far, the recommendations we're seeing, Brian Perez says Red Hulk is a must, so we have to see
true.
how they handle that, because Red Hulk has not been properly introduced into the MCU, but they could do that through this film. Maybe they could do it through She-Hulk, but I don't know. I feel like they want to maybe focus on her story.
They could kind of start setting it up for Red Hulk in the She-Hulk movie. Just a little bit of a setup.
Let's see what else. Starju says Moon Knight third person Jake in Thunderbolts. Let's see. Ricardo says Baron Zemo, Yelena, Abomination, U.S. Agent, Yellow Jacket.
Well,
and maybe a
Jacket,
scroll in disguise. Ooh,
Yellow Jacket,
I like that.
I think got smushed. You saw him get that, like when he at the end of.
Oh.
So there is now the Yellow Jacket suit. That someone else, Ghost. Oh, Ghost could be in it.
Maybe Ghost could be in it. So they have. It's not like really villains.
Yeah.
They're more like not quite superheroes, not quite anti-heroes. They're kind of a little in between, perhaps.
Yeah.
Let's see what else you guys are saying. Blade also says maybe Spectrum. I see
You
Ghost,
could
Punisher,
also introduce. Well, no, Blade.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, I think, would be more. Oh, he's already kind of.
I just don't see him and U.S. Agent working side by side.
No. It's more likely they would have U.S. Agent than have, because I don't think you can have. I think you're right. Those two would not work well together.
Ricardo says, Dustin, don't summon the chaos. That is Merc with the mouth.
Oh, but I want to. I want to have Deadpool in the MCU, and I love it that anytime that he's not in a rated R Deadpool movie, anytime he swears, he just gets bleeped out. Everyone else hears the swearing, but us, the audience, hears the bleep.
It'd be so funny because he just like lets out a string of expletives,
Uh-huh.
and it's just like beep 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 beep. It'd be so funny to see them have that work. Then yeah, so that is going to be interesting. And again, they haven't officially announced it. It wasn't from Disney, the announcement, or Marvel, but it was via, I think it was Deadline or it was a Variety, who broke the news that they have found their director in Jake Schreier, whose work I'm not super familiar with, but I do really like it when Marvel, reaches out to not always like big name directors to direct some of their movies. And I feel like as fans, like the fans have been talking about a Thunderbolt for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really unfortunate where I was talking with Roka about it yesterday. And after the fact, I was thinking, yeah, really, how are they going to do this without the Thunderbolt Ross?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting. I'm curious about it. I'm curious to see who they recruit on the team.
One thing that I did see in the chat, Leo, Emma Frost, that would be interesting because she did kind of start off, and this would actually be an interesting way to introduce mutants, is that you have one or two of them in the team, and they start, and then you can kind of introduce the idea of mutants through the other team members who are like, wait, how did you get your powers? You were born with them? How did that happen? So that would be an interesting way to be able to introduce them.
Yes. And then Theodore adds to this, the screenwriter Eric Benson admitted he is working on the script yesterday. Is he not the same person who worked on Black Widow as well? I want to say yes.
Yes, I think he did work a little bit on Black Widow. He also did something else. Oh, I can't remember what the other thing was. After I read the article, I need to start taking notes when I read the articles because I forget.
Do you want me to pull it up? I have it.
No. He worked on, what is it called? I know you said he worked on Black Widow.
Yes.
And he also worked on...
Like another Marvel property?
It was another Marvel property.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can find it here real quick.
So, but I still think, I'm just excited that we're getting this much of... Marvel lore. The fact that we are getting a Thunderbolts. So I think it's somewhere. It should be right next to where it does say Black Widow. Studio on Black. Oh, and
oh no,
Ragnarok.
Eric Pearson is the one who is writing the script. So Eric Benson is somebody else entirely.
Oh. Always refer back to the source material.
Not finding it. There's an Eric Benson who is known for stunts in Black Panther. Here's an Eric Benson who is a writer / reporter. I don't know if this is the same person though. I'm not sure. But Eric Pearson is the person named in the article by The Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Reporter is the source.
Cool.
Okay, so yeah, look, we're excited for whatever announcement that they potentially can give us. In regards to Thunderbolts, I think it's really early. They literally just landed some writers and director. And who knows? Marvel knows who's going to be there.
Marvel
but
knows.
We don't know, and we will find out in due time. Okay, so before we get into spoiler territories, you guys know we talk about on the show often. And right now, LA is like... We got a heat advisory going on for the next few days. Currently,
I think for the next 10 days, the lowest
is
it's going to be
90 right now.
The lowest it's going to be in the next 10 days is 80.
79 degrees.
Oh, okay, that's going to be
yuck.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No fun.
Just a lot of hot sun. So what do we do to stay cool when the weather is... Oh, do we have... Oh, again?
Yep. I'm working on it. So, but yeah, so anytime the weather gets super hot, the best thing to do is stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated by drinking water, but you can do yourself one better by adding some liquid IV, which we've been doing a lot. Dustin especially, he works outside. And so would you say like having a liquid IV on your person helped you out, or?
Well, I'm taking a couple of them a day.
Oh, a couple?
I'm outside in 90-degree weather the entire day. So it is very important for me to stay hydrated, for me to add something to the water. So, I mean, I go through at least 2 to 3 32-ounce bottles.
Those big things.
The big things a day. So having a liquid IV really does help. And they sent us a little bit of a care package that we thought we would open up in front of all of you, because they actually have some new flavors coming out. And I thought this was...
I'm assuming it's new flavors because the last time we did an unboxing with them, they gave us the kombucha one, which I was pleasantly surprised with. So let's go ahead and open this live on air and see what is in the goodie box.
Yay, goodie box. Here we go. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Because what is it? They sent us. They sent us kombucha. Kombucha. I always pronounce that wrong. Kombucha. They sent us the Awake one, and they sent us the guava one. And I have to admit, the guava one has so far been my favorite. I love that one. That one is so tasty.
Where's the seam? Oh, here. Nope. Did I miss it?
Close enough.
Let's see if that works.
There we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's like
a cooler bag.
Oh.
Look at that.
Cool. I'm going to take this. I'm going to swing it over here.
I just want to say Navi is very concerned about the amount of noises that we just made.
Sorry, Navi.
Blade says, I feel you, Dustin. I work in security in a warehouse.
Oh.
Here's the best part, or the worst part.
And they don't have AC.
With no AC, and it has hit triple digits heat in this past week here in Texas.
Oh, yeah, that's right. If I'm not mistaken, that whole lower part near the Gulf, Texas, Phoenix, are experience what is called a heat bubble or a heat dome.
What the hell is it?
A heat dome. So it's very much where the heat is just staying in that one spot.
Because there's no...
And so guys, if you are in those areas, stay hydrated. I feel for you. Please try to stay somewhere where you can stay cool.
Yes.
But yeah, from what I heard, for the next week or so, those areas are going to be are in like a heat. It's called a heat dome.
Oh my gosh. Be careful. That sounds awful. Try to stay hydrated. And I don't know if bringing like a fan helps, but try to do that. And if you got some liquid IV, maybe, that'll help you out. So thank you to Liquid IV for sending this over. Let's see what is inside. I feel like I should go to the beach.
Yeah, I know. And actually, we should go to the beach.
They gave us a towel.
Came with a towel. With a liquid IV towel. Oh, we got some swag here. Okay, so we've got a little...
Cute! A little tumbler. Says liquid IV on it.
I think... Oh my gosh. I think...
Is this a pool floaty?
I think that's a raft. I think that's an inflatable raft.
Let's give it a Marshall. When we go to
oh
his
my gosh,
place.
this is just like your stereotypical going out to the beach. You've even got like the little sand. Oh my god.
No, I think this is for Jello, babe. This is for look.
Oh, popsicles.
It's popsicles.
No, they're popsicles.
Not Jello.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
And I'm excited for this flavor.
Nick says...
Tropical Punch.
Nick says if it makes you feel better, it ain't supposed to be that much better here in the north. Oh my gosh, these are popsicles. Look at...
We're going to have to make some tonight.
Little liquid IV ice pops that you can make because it's got a little drop on there. They have a little leaf.
And a pineapple.
Pineapple. This is so cute.
I love it. And wait. And one for you.
What are
one
these?
For me.
Oh, they're floaties?
Either floaties or I think they're beach balls.
Should we try to inflate it on air?
I'm going to try to inflate this on air.
I'm really bad at this. Let's see what ours look like. Oh, mine's just... Oh my god. Oh, it's a little... Cozy.
Oh, it's a so you can have it your drink floating around with you.
I want a pool so bad. Why is nothing happening to mine?
Here, you can have this one.
No, you put your mouth on it.
No, you can just have it. I will open that one. I will.
Okay, one more try. Hold on.
Go ahead, try. All yours.
Don't make me laugh.
Wait,
Don't make me
wait.
laugh.
And also,
Oh my gosh.
it fits. Now I want to make like a nice little drink, and I'm gonna go onto Amazon, and I'm gonna buy like a little kiddie pool. Put the little raft that we have in it, just so I can use all of this stuff. So I'm really curious though. I'm gonna open this. I want to see this really, really bad. I want to just kind of get an idea of what this huge thing is. I think it's an entire pool
So
floating.
cute, guys.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wait a second. Oh, please tell me it's a kiddie pool.
Wait a minute.
Please tell me it's a kiddie pool.
We're gonna put it on the balcony if it's a kiddie pool. I've never had a kiddie pool before.
And then it is. Oh.
Is it?
No, it's a donut.
Oh, okay. Look, your parents have a pool. Maybe when we go over there this weekend, we can take it with us.
Oh, wait. There we go.
Wait. Yeah,
So,
it's in the Liquid IV logo.
oh my goodness.
That's so cute.
Oh my goodness. This is hilarious.
I love it. Well, we'll put good use
We'll call
to
it the just like
somehow.
Ruru2 said, it's a Navi pool.
It's an. Can I see one of the? So this is look. Swag is awesome. Swag is great. I am loving the. Can I have the tumbler thingy?
Oh. There you go.
I love.
Oh, you just want. Hold on a second. That's in there snugly.
That's good. That means your drink won't fall over in the pool. I love these. I'll definitely be using it. But this is our star of the show, Liquid IV, and this is the newest. She just left. Navi just left. This is the newest flavor, Tropical Punch. So you know what? I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna go ahead and put one in my water right now while Dustin tries to get the bot out of our chat. You guys don't click on the link, okay? Don't click on the bot link.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
As a matter of fact, I really, really want to try one of those as well because I have my empty water bottle here because I knew we were going to get a new flavor, and I really, really, really.
So they always look like inside these little pouches. So they're great for on the go. I actually, during San Diego Comic-Con, I just had them in this like little pouch. And I actually have one of my bracelets from Star Wars Celebration, not Comic-Con, from Star Wars Celebration in here. But we're going to go ahead and add this to our waters and see what it tastes like.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Shake, 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 shake. There we go. Oh, and also, if you happen to follow Wendy on Instagram, we had another little one.
This is separate.
Sorry.
We're doing one thing. I don't want to. I don't want to do two.
My apologies. Okay.
Even though that's not paid.
Here we go.
All right.
Whoa! It exploded. What the heck?
Is it fizzy or something? Is it different?
No, I think the top just popped off.
Yeah, this is just the regular hydration multiplier, so it's the best for like this summertime. Get a little tropical,
It's
which
very
which
pina
I love.
colada.
Oh,
colada-y.
They have a pina colada flavor too. All right, let's taste it.
But I like it. Picasso. I like it. Picasso.
That's so refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. It's like citrusy. It's not super citrusy because it's still got a little bit of like sweetness in there.
Yeah.
I really like it. So if you guys are curious about Liquid IV, they have so many flavors. Some of our favorites, watermelon, guava. I probably will put this up here with it. Let's see. What other flavors? There's the energizing one that we like. That's lemon ginger. There is the one with immunity in it. That is tangerine. So they're all really, really good. And if you guys want to check out Liquid IV, if you go to their website and you purchase, just put in our code, which is the movie couple. That'll give you 25% off of your purchase plus free shipping. I mean, we've been stocking up, so this is extra nice to have an extra big pouch because we've been using it like crazy, especially this one having to work outside.
God, all the time.
So,
I mean, like they give us at work another brand of like water of like
It's not as good.
rehydration. Yeah, it's definitely not.
You can
as
tell the
effective.
difference,
I can
huh?
tell the difference when I have each one in. So
cheers to you. Stay hydrated, guys. And feel free to try out Liquid IV with our code, which again is the movie couple, for 25% off and free shipping. Okay, so sorry for the bots. We're going to get them out of here, and then we are going to talk about spoilers for Obi-Wan Kenobi and Miss Marvel.
Which one do you want to tackle first?
I would like to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi first.
Okay. Sounds... Oh, damn. They are aggressive today.
Mm-hmm. It's okay, bots. You guys can also use the code The Movie Couple for 25% off on Liquid IV if you would like. World of Devon says, Wendy, can we talk about the Black Panther Wakanda Forever and Shuri Okoye picture?
Wait.
Is there a new one?
What?
Oops, sorry, I just hit the mic. R.I.P. your ears. Shuri Okoye Black Panther. Okay, first looks arise online from comicbook.com. Where are these from?
Is this from like an advertisement?
Yeah,
for...
it looks like some sort of advertisement because it's on
a Sprite.
Sprite bottle. I mean,
they look as fierce as ever.
I like her new outfit and her new hairstyle. I think they look great. I think they've always looked great. I think they looked great in the first movie, and I think they're going to continue to look great in the second movie. That's cool. Now I want to go and look for Sprite. Yeah, just so I can see what other characters they have put on there. That's cool.
I'm really excited for Wakanda Forever. I'm dying to see.
Do I feel like Okoye looks like maybe she's gained some extra
muscle mass?
No, some extra like things as a part of her armor. Or maybe
I see what you're saying.
I don't know.
It
looks like there's some like stuff that's on there that wasn't there before, in her Dora Milaje costume.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to go back and look at her original costume just to check it out. But I'm super excited for it. I can't wait to see, because it's really pretty much the ladies that are taking over.
Yeah.
And for Wakanda Forever, and I'm excited to see how it works. I'm excited to see what they've done. So, Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever. Okay. All right. So, with that said, let me just put some of this stuff away. It's a lot.
It's like we gotta shoot some of this stuff off to the side.
Yes. All right. Let's talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi. This was so far the shortest episode in the series so far. We only have 2 more episodes left after this one, so we kind of are continuing on the same course of Obi-Wan trying to rescue Leia. Unfortunately, Leia was caught by Reva, and she is taken back to their base. And I wondered for a second if they were going to make it where Vader and little Leia would come face to face, which would be really interesting.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. But there was a lot more lightsabering in this one. Obi-Wan is trying to rekindle his connection to the Force, kind of flex those Force muscles, if you will. I think one of my favorite scenes in that episode, well, there's 2, but one of them is when he goes in and he cuts the power in the interrogation room.
Yeah.
Right before they were about to do something probably really terrible to young Leia, and Dustin said it like on cue. He's like, oh, is it going to be, what is it called? Is it going to be lightsaber in the dark? And we sure did get that. So that was really, really awesome. Really cool. Why can't I? There we go. So that was one of my favorites. And then the other, which was more shocking, I don't know if it's a favorite, but as he was looking for Leia, he stumbled upon this under, like, I think it was on like one of the lower levels, but he called it a tomb.
Yeah, the tomb of all the other Jedis. Now, that's actually something at first I was like, what is going on? Until someone pointed out to me that that's actually something that they did in Rebels. Because they had Barriss Offrey body entombed, and that is actually how the Grand Inquisitor lured Ezra and Kanan into a trap. So it would actually make a lot of sense that they would have all of these other Jedi bodies that they would use to try to somehow lure other Jedis into a trap, lure those who are force sensitive into traps. So at first I was like, what is going on here? And then I was like, once someone pointed it out to me, I was very much like, ooh, it's just such a nasty and a little bit of like, how can I say this? To where it's like worse than fighting dirty.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of like a disgrace to the Force. It is very much an abomination, using the Force in such a disgusting way to be able to lure other Force sensitive people into such a trap, to use their dead bodies as bait. Because even though they're dead, each one of their cells still has the Force flowing through it.
Yeah.
And I kind of hope that Obi-Wan is able to find a way to either destroy the that area to be able to get all of those bodies to rest. But there were proper
burial. There seem to be have been a lot of them. I think the most disturbing was, seeing that in itself is disturbing, but even more so was seeing the youngling.
Yeah.
Like in the helmet too, in the training helmet and everything. It's cruel to see that.
And if I'm not mistaken, the one kid that was the one youngling that was in that tomb looked very similar to one of the kids that was in that beginning scene.
Oh, really?
So I'm wondering if like that group of younglings was captured, but Reva agreed to kind of turn to the dark side
to save herself. And she might have turned one of her fellow younglings in, or there's somehow... And that's against speculation. We're saying this because, there's a little bit of resemblance to the youngling we saw at the very beginning, but it may not be her, though a lot of people are saying that. There's potential there. So we have 2 more episodes to find out if that would be true or not. I honestly felt, as much as I'm enjoying Obi-Wan, and I think it's so good to see, Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan Kenobi, this one felt like a tiny bit of a filler episode for me.
Yeah, it did.
Because there was so many good stuff that happened in the previous one, like good conversation and stuff.
And you got to see so much Vader.
I think what got me was a little bit of, you have to really suspend your belief when they were trying to sneak Leia out of the base, and she was just... She wasn't being carried on his back, so he looked like a humpback. She was literally walking with him underneath the cloak.
A part of me is kind of like, no one noticed this? No one saw them walk? I have to admit, the security in the Inquisitor's tower is a little bit lackluster.
I'm telling you, they got a unionizer. That's because right now they don't care. They're like, I'm underpaid, overworked. I don't care. Sneak out if you want.
Yeah, and also, maybe if you got some of the stormtroopers with some, LASIK eye repair, because in this episode they really showed off just how bad of shots they are. Obi-Wan has his back to them. Now, don't get me wrong, there was that one cool moment where Obi-Wan does that behind the back no look block, which I was kind of like, oh, that's cool.
Jedi.
But
Wizard.
He's fighting the droid in front of him. There's like 3 other ones behind him, and they're all missing like crazy. So it really does go with the, what is it called? The idea that stormtroopers are just terrible shots.
Stormtroopers are terrible shots. But nonetheless, they do make their getaway, even although they had some casualties along the way. But Reva was kind of quick thinking. And while she had Lola in her hand, that is Princess Leia's personal tiny little companion droid, she actually put a tracker on it. So now wherever Lola goes, which is essentially wherever, for the time being Obi-Wan and definitely Leia goes, she will be able to track them. So she actually kind of got that receiving end of Vader's rage. He just walked into the room, which is like...
I told you what would happen if you failed.
Oh my gosh, just didn't care. But she was like, I let them go because I knew that I was going to be able to track them regardless. So she's a little bit, was able to plan a little bit ahead of the game, just in case the inevitable happened in them getting away. So in the next episode, are we going to see more of O'Shea Jackson Jr.'s character as well in this one? Because I would like to think that now they're gonna go back to that base, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Well, because also they set him up with his wife, going that his wife was force sensitive, and they were still able to find her, and how there may be one of those people in the tomb was his wife, because there was a couple there where you're like, who is that? What? I've never that they don't look like a Jedi. So I mean, even when Obi-Wan Kenobi was in hiding,
you think
he
one
still
of them
kind of looked
could
like a
be-
Jedi.
You think one of them could have been his wife?
Maybe. It's
Oh,
very
man.
possible. That would be a little traumatizing
Yeah.
if you happen to see him.
Oh no, O'Shea Jackson Jr. didn't play Wade. Wade did not make it, but
I'm thinking of
but O'Shea Jackson Jr. Is his character is still alive and well.
yeah. But I do also want to talk about the way this episode started with the flashback, or at least not the flash. It wasn't really a flashback though.
Flashback the light. No, it's not really. There's no
It's
flashbacks.
more of the fact that he seemed to have some kind of connection with Anakin and in the time that he was in the Bacta tank, and that's why Obi-Wan was so eager to be like, no, I need to get out of here. I can't have this connection, so he knows where I am. It makes a little bit more sense that if he is having these flashes and connection with Anakin when he's in his Bacta tank, that he'd be like, you know what? No. I don't want him to be able to. He's on this planet. Go get him.
Yeah.
But I love the comparisons to where it flashes to Obi-Wan's burnt skin, and then it flashes to Anakin's burnt
With the
skin.
same angle of like the arm, which part of the arm they were showing, or should I say the no arms for Vader, I guess, because he didn't have
That I thought was really cool. But
arm part.
as it panned down and it showed Anakin's stump of an arm, or then it went back to Obi-Wan, and you saw Obi-Wan's hand kind of just do that, a little bit of a flex.
It's crazy. I'm living for these like little moments that we get, of Vader and Obi-Wan together. So I do wonder next week, will it be a slightly longer episode, because this one was so short. For my editing, that was great. I was like, yes.
We only have 2 episodes left.
I know. Maybe they give us season 2.
I'm really curious on where they're gonna, how they're gonna finish this. What are they exactly building up to, and are we possibly going to see either Kanan or Ezra or someone from Rebels or from Fallen Order or something? I would love to see this build up to have a connection with some of the other Star Wars properties.
It's funny. When they were doing the flashback to us, or they were doing in the Bacta tank stuff, a lot of people, we said it. I actually edited that part out of our reaction just because, we just kind of said it offhandedly. It wasn't like a reaction or anything like that. But I think you said it. You're like, what if we get to see Anakin Obi flashback to Clone Wars?
I want to see that too.
Yeah.
I would love to see Hayden Christensen playing a role of Anakin in Clone Wars. But the thing is, though, then you would have a little bit of the, why does he look older now than he did in the past?
With who? Ewan?
No, because they would have Anakin, or they would have Hayden Christensen this age, playing him the same age that he was in, say, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, I don't think he's aged that much.
Nah, they probably could do some easy de-aging.
They don't even need to. It's about lighting and makeup.
Lighting and makeup. That works too.
It's all about lighting and makeup. And in a flashback, they usually kind of put some sort of weird filter on the lens anyways to make it look like, so you almost like that dream sequence. Audience, this is a dream sequence, or this is a flashback. So, yeah. All right, guys. Let's let us know what you guys thought of episode 4 of Kenobi and what you're hoping to see in episode 5. I'm feeling like Leia is not going to get to be returned to Alderaan until the very end of the series.
I think it's going to end up being that she is in this series the entire time. so that she's actually going to be playing such a really big part in this in this whole series, which I did not expect at all. I expected Luke to have maybe a little bit bigger of a part.
I know, I really thought so too, but it's fine. It's totally fine, because maybe we will get a little bit of Luke. I'm sure Owen's happy that Obi-Wan seems to have gone off-world. Owen's like, leave us alone.
We need to live our own life.
Yes.
So now you won't train him like you did your father. Like you did his father.
Yeah. Debbie says, I'm actually kind of glad that they let this stand in its own. That way, we can keep the last 2 episodes focused on the final beats of the story rather than just on Leia. Oh, that's very true.
Yeah, true.
Oh, that's very true. Jungle Cruiser with a super chat. Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Who writes, I would love to see young Leia and young Luke have a short meeting. That'd be really interesting, but they wouldn't know each other, but they kind of sense, that they're that twin synergy as they walk past each other in the market or something like that. Obviously, it's a secret that they have to keep, for now. They can't tell them because you have to tell them in the movie.
Yeah, and I think that would be kind of cool. Or even they quickly land on Tatooine. Luke's looking out the window and he sees Obi-Wan and he sees a little girl. And they give each other a quick little hug, and then Leia hops back onto the ship and goes off.
Oh my gosh!
And then he goes up to Luke and gives Luke a toy or something.
Another airplane toy.
A little airplane toy.
That would be really interesting how they deal with that, or they don't do it at all. So I'm very distracted by our
we
popsicle
should make
modes.
some of these later today, just so we have something to.
That'd be fun. I've never done
You've
homemade.
never made homemade popsicles before?
No.
Oh, you poor deprived little girl. We will have to change that today.
We will have to change that. Yeah, this will be cute and fun. All right, so let me put this away so I'm not distracted anymore. There you go. And let's go ahead and move on to the other spoiler discussion, which is Miss Marvel. Sorry.
Captain Marvel has her own movie.
Yes, Miss Marvel Episode 1. You guys, what a cute show. What a fun vibe. I am in love with Iman Vellani. Just her. She's our real life Kamala Khan.
Yeah, from what I've heard from
literally
interviews.
is that person.
Yeah, I've heard that too. That in real life, this is exactly who she is. It's really not much of an act. They casted her. They cast her in this role because she is this role. She's exactly this fun, dorky, adorkable.
Loves her comic books, loves Captain Marvel, is obsessed with Avengers.
Even before she got cast, she would be elbow deep in just comic books.
What's great about her is she's so fun and she's so relatable.
Yes.
She's so relatable in the way she acts, in the way she's in interviews. She's just completely herself. And that makes it really fun. And I can feel that chemistry and friendship between her and Nakia and Bruno.
I love that 3.
And I'm gonna try to really hard to not give out spoilers for episode 2 because we went to the premiere, so we did see 1 and 2.
Blend in.
Yeah, so they blend in just a little bit. But this one will focus on what I really liked is yes, it is kind of the origin story of how she gets her power. It's also, teen coming of age story, identity, finding your own person, and one of my favorite things, getting a look at this, and as a child of immigrant myself, to see the parallel of that.
Yeah.
And the strict parents, and how they interact, and kind of the pressure of all of that on her shoulders. It's very, very. It's a lot of fun. This show is a lot of fun. I love the color
song
palette
that they started off with.
Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. Whatever it is that they do in the TikTok dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so fun.
And also, I love. Oh, where'd it go? Someone was talking about how they really wished that Kamala's YouTube channel. Leo. I wish that her YouTube channel was real because I'd subscribe and watch all of the videos so fast.
And Cybo Goblin says Sloth Baby Productions is a real YouTube channel, though it's just clips from the show.
Oh,
That's cute.
that's super
I want
cute.
them to put like whatever project she would have put up though with those like animation and paper cutouts.
Yeah.
I want to see that. It's giving a lot of Mitchell versus the Machines. Some people compare it to Scott Pilgrim versus the World, as well as Into the Spider-Verse as far as like animation goes. And I am really liking how much they're incorporating that. And it's just a fun watch. Like, I can't wait to see her explore her power more and more and more. And she already, kind of jumped one of the biggest obstacles that she has in her personal life, which was to attend AvengerCon.
Yep.
She didn't really get permission, but she went and she was there and she did the thing and she made headlines, basically had like the best cosplay because of the bangle and her powers.
Mm-hmm. Even though she had to bail out before she was given the award as for best Captain Marvel cosplay.
Yeah.
I am a little sad about that.
I want to read this comment by Adnan who says, as South Asian and Muslim, myself, I never thought this kind of character would be this popular, even more than some episodes of Obi-Wan. I could have recorded, well, obviously you can't because they take away our phones, but if I could have recorded the crowd's reaction at the premiere for both of these episodes, it's so heartwarming, it's so good, and everybody kind of left the premiere with a big smile because it's such a fun show.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the things that really does define this series. Is it's fun, it's lighthearted, it's that cute coming of age story. So I'm really enjoying it. I have no preconceived expectations for this. I am not that well versed in Miss Marvel. I don't know Kamala Khan's character very much.
Yes.
So I just love the fact that I'm getting new information, new characters, and I'm just sitting down with my popcorn and I'm enjoying it.
Juggle Cruiser says they have Sloth Baby Productions on YouTube. I feel like I have to give it a follow.
Mm-hmm.
Just by default.
Just by
default. I really, really like it. Though I will say, Murtaranta says it's not a Marvel type channel.
It's not. Oh.
Yeah, it's so like somebody went and grabbed the
Sloth Baby.
But
smart.
they probably put the name and like probably some sort of like, what is that called? Like a graphic channel art on top or something like that. Adnan says, also, how cool would a Scott Lang podcast actually be? Like a marketing gimmick for Disney. It really would be.
I think it would be hilarious.
They should do at least one episode.
I would think it would be hilarious, yeah, to get, oh my god, what's his name? Who plays?
Michael Pena?
No, the actual, who plays Ant-Man?
Scott Lang?
Yeah, but the actor.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, thank you. Thank you so much. To actually get
I
Paul
went through all the
Rudd
names. I was like, Scott Lang?
and Michael Pena to actually do a little bit of a podcast to where just for an hour they just shoot the shit as their characters talking about some of the adventures that they've gone on and have them being like interviewed by some random person.
Yeah.
By some big fan like Kamala.
Now I want an Avenger Con to actually happen. I think what they could maybe do inside the D23 Expo is to set up one area to make it look like
oh my gosh, that would be brilliant.
They have the space for it. I've seen what they can do with D23. They completely transform the inside. It doesn't even look like the same convention center.
Oh, really?
That you and I, it doesn't even
I'm
look
so
the same.
jealous that you've gotten to go
the way
see
they
D23.
lay it out.
I want to go to D23 so bad.
It looks like mini Disneyland. It looks like mini Disneyland with a bunch of things to do. They even do parades through the actual convention floor. Like there's room for that with balloons and dancers and confetti.
Okay.
Like there's no float. There's just, little vehicles that drive through but still. It's really cool. Leo says Michael Pena just talking super fast the whole time.
And yeah, I think it'd be cool if he was just telling a story like Michael Pena does. Yeah. But apparently, Murtarianata, I butchered that so bad.
Murtaranta?
Yeah, thank you. Says that Michael Pena apparently isn't in Quantum Mania.
What?
Which would be so sad.
Oh.
It might also just be, the more of the movie might just be Ant-Man and the Wasp going into the quantum realm and spending so much time there, and that's why there isn't any of these other actors in it.
Yeah. And Sean Banks with a comment here, now we know how the MCU world knows all about the events of Infinity War and Endgame via Scott's podcast. Oh, sorry guys, we gotta get this guy out of here. Get out.
Yikes, they're aggressive today. But I am so excited to see more episodes of this because I'm excited to see if they introduce like a season baddie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who is going to be the villain? I don't know who are the main villains in the Miss Marvel series. I want to see how her powers may evolve if they actually do start to change from the cosmic glowy things to what she's actually more like in the comic books.
Yeah. That's actually one of the things I wanted to pose a question to you guys in the chat or in the comment section is, remember before anybody got to see anything from the show, aside from some trailers, they talked about her powers being kind of changed.
They changed it to the it's something in the Marvel property,
but how,
cosmic
but
band.
but not the Bango, but but just how it looks, because the theory was that they didn't want it to look too close to what Mr. Fantastic's would look like.
Yeah.
But when she reached out and grabbed Zoe, it still had that same stretchy arm. You know, she didn't shoot something out of her body to catch her. Her entire arm, from what I can remember, it felt like it elongated and caught. So, just curious what you guys' take on that. Because, again, for us who are a little bit more casual fans to Miss Marvel, we didn't have any problems with it. I thought her being encased in kind of that magic looked really, really cool.
Yeah.
And some of the really interesting shots that they would take of her, like, seeing the power for the first time, her eyes go purple or, like, pink, and then kind of that whoosh, and she goes back.
I'm also...
It almost looked like she's an upside down, but, like, not scary.
Speaking of that, I was curious because where did she go? What realm, pocket dimension, alternate reality? Because it kind of had that purple vibe of the of the ancestral realm, but it goes by so fast. I'm really curious on where was that? What
was that?
Alternate reality did she go into when she fell back and came back in?
Yeah. That's really funny. Thank you so much to Jungle Cruiser for another super chat who writes, maybe the villains could be the Tracksuit Mafia. They did show to Trust a Bro moving truck.
What?
They did? Oh no, I gotta scrub through now.
You know, if they actually...
Where? When? In the beginning when she crashed the car?
I don't think they would put her in the I put the Tracksuit Mafia as maybe the main villain.
But it's funny because in proximity, like if it happened in New York, right, with the Hawkeye stuff, Jersey isn't that far away, and if they're a moving company, and they gotta move their assets around. Oh my gosh!
So yeah, during
the end credits. Okay, hold on, I gotta go to it.
Okay, and also
during the end credits, really?
Wait, did we see the end credits?
In the credits. We haven't talked about the end credit here, so we should.
The end credit, was when we get introduced to the DODC, Department of
Damage Control.
Damage Control. So...
Who was the same person, thank you to not to the chat, because we haven't talked about this, but to the people who commented on our reaction video, that's the same person that was in No Way Home, who questioned... Peter and MJ and all of them.
And Ned.
Yeah, just didn't recognize him because there was a lot that was happening in that movie.
Yep. But honestly, I think introducing the Tracksuit Mafia as maybe the mid-season bad guys is to where she goes in and like busts up just this one. This is like her first attempt at fighting real criminals, not just rescuing someone that's falling from. Like rescuing someone.
Yes.
Or saving a cat from a tree or something. She's actually going up against real criminals with real guns.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Trust a Bro.
Oh.
That truck right there. It is at the approximately 42 there. 42 minutes and 22 seconds.
Okay.
Trust a Bro. Now I got to go back and watch the end credits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's so funny. Okay, so the DODC is here and definitely on task. Is they are going to trying to find out exactly who that girl is in that video, and their power. What does it do, and who knows? Because he was kind of like aggressively questioning Peter aggressively questioning them in No Way Home. So let's just say if he happens to be able to bring Kamala in, like. Is he going to have the same vibe towards her, like as aggressive?
I think he would. I think he'd probably be that same kind of...
Or a good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
You know. So...
Oh! Agent VIP. I like that idea. We might see Matt Murdock somewhere in here.
Possible.
Because it would make so much sense that
he's a good
Matt... Well, not just that, but the reason why he actually started protecting Peter was because he follows around the DODC. Because there's a lot of times that they might actually go after people that he's like, no, these are kids, and you are just destroying them. You're harassing them, and I'm not going to let you do that.
Yeah.
So anytime I see you guys pick up a kid, I'm going to be there to defend them for free, to make sure that you guys don't screw them over, kind of a thing.
Mike Rotunda says, OMG, I didn't know there was an end credit until I watched her reaction. We didn't know it either. We actually, once the credits started going, as you can see in our reaction, we just started talking about it, but we just left the screen running, because it usually runs out, and then Dustin's eyes caught it, and he's like, wait, so we had to reset everything. I was like, hold the phone, we gotta pause and go back. So that was a really cool way to introduce these guys. And
I'm kind of surprised that they waited till after the credits. I'm a little curious on why they just didn't make it like a before, like
so
the
not
last
everybody
scene.
will stay through all the credits.
Yeah. No, true. That's probably a good
And
reason.
fun Easter egg, kind of a personal Easter egg, is that our friend Ethan is in the show. So I'm excited to see him. I don't remember seeing him in episode 2, so I think he's going to come in episode 3 or later on.
Yeah.
Having seen episode 2 already. Which, by the way, is just as good. Just as good. Let's see. There was something Debbie said about the Embiggen power.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. The arm stretching out is her Embiggen powers.
Yeah. And also, if I'm not mistaken, she can actually kind of... correct me if I'm wrong. I might be. I think I remember seeing a comic image or a comic panel to where she actually can get big. Kind of like an Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
And I'm curious if she is able to do that. Correct me if I'm wrong. If they can kind of make it to where it's a crystalline outline of her, and then you see like her in the middle.
Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. I guess we'll have to find out. And I want to go to this comment by Urio, I think is how I pronounce it, who says, I can see why comic fans wouldn't like it in the powers of like Marvel changing the appearance of her power. Let's see, the comment says, because she's inhuman and probably really tied to her being who she is, but I get why Marvel aligned her powers closer to Spectrum/Monica and Carol. And then Ruru2 asks this, is the bracelet going to be the MacGuffin of the show, or is she keeping her powers without them?
Oh, because everyone would want that bracelet.
Yeah.
So
plus, was it her grandmother that sent it to her? Or is it her aunt? Nani was the person who sent it to her.
It was her grandmother who sent it, but it belongs to her aunt.
Sister, her mom's sister.
Maybe.
Right? I'm trying really hard to remember.
The lineage.
Yeah, the lineage of
in there exactly of.
I would like to think that because of who she is, the bracelet unlocked her powers, so her powers are unlocked, so she doesn't technically need the bracelet. Because you're right, then
it was her grandmother.
Because then people would be going after less so her, but if they want her power, they go after that bracelet.
Yeah, but I think it was her grandmother who sent the box.
Yes,
but I think the bracelet
didn't belong to the grandmother.
Her grandmother's sister.
Oh,
so it would be her great aunt.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, Cybo Goblin says, the only thing I want to know is all about Nani. She is clearly had some stuff going on back in Pakistan.
Yeah, and I feel so bad if like Nani actually did like do something honorable and was there trying to help people, but yet now she's known as the disgrace of the family.
Well, I mean, you saw how the aunties would gossip, you know, when they were, was it this episode in the dress shop? You're too short for that. And she's like, the engagement broken.
She went off
chasing
to find herself.
After some guy, Brandon? No.
What she's going to do is realize that she doesn't have a ring on her finger.
Oh man.
Or she's gonna find. Yeah, she went and tried to find herself. Well, she's gonna find that she doesn't have a ring.
She doesn't have a ring on her finger. And it was after like Kamala kind of like, I think it's kind of nice that she's finding herself. That dress is too short. You're too short for the dress.
That's when they both said it that way.
It triggers so much like childhood memory of my mother saying same things to me. You're too short for that. What? It's too long for me. Why don't we fix the shirt and not the person?
It's because it's a lot easier for us to trim a little bit of the dress than it is for me to grow a few extra inches.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, and of course, we didn't talk about one of, I love this one character.
We talked about it in the beginning, but we can talk a little bit
Starju, you're
more.
absolutely right.
We don't talk about Bruno, no.
But we have to talk about Bruno, because in this show, Bruno is
Silencio
awesome.
Bruno.
Silencio Bruno. Both Disney movies. All
Encanto,
3 of them. Encanto,
Luca,
and now Miss Marvel.
All
have a Bruno.
Yes.
But
Mom's
honestly,
logic, you'll grow into
I
it.
love this. I think I love the fact too that Bruno is like secretly in love with Kamala.
He's got a little crush on her.
He's got a little crush on her. That he made her those awesome kind of glowy gloves. And there was that moment of where he's like, where it looks like they're about ready.
Close.
That was the moment, and then he goes, "Oh wait."
She's oblivious to it, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because she's so caught up in, like, there's family stuff, there's school stuff, there's the cosplay and AvengerCon stuff. But it's a very, very cute friendship. I can't wait to see what kind of trouble they get themselves into in all these later episodes. I also like how the family really, really likes Bruno.
Yeah.
Like, he comes in, he's there, and they're like, "Oh, I'll take you something to go," and I'm like, "It's my mother. It's literally my mother." She would be, and I'd be like, "How did you whip that up so quickly? We had nothing in the fridge," and she'll come out with like containers. She's like, "Here, take this home." What? Yeah.
So, and I thought it was really cute. So, I'm really curious on where they lead with that. Like, are they gonna sooner or later become a romantic couple? Or, have that cute little high school romance. So, what year is she? She is a junior?
They said she was 16, 17. So you can graduate at 17 or 18, depending on
and
what
it
your
goes
birthday
junior,
is.
senior, right?
Yeah, junior, senior.
So she's
freshman,
1
sophomore,
year
junior,
away
senior.
from graduating.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, I really like the show. All these Marvel shows have been just so different in the vibes and the color palette, in the way that it's shot. I am really liking this one. I like that it's young and fresh and hip. I like that they incorporated a bunch of, like, art and graphic, like moving when they were kind of texting back and forth, and they sort of used the environment to convey what the text messages were. I found that so cool to watch, because it kind of blends into the background, but it really works. So I like it, and I can't wait for more episodes of Miss Marvel.
I actually can't wait, though, until we don't have Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel on the same day. Because then we can get back on track to getting the, what is it called? The reactions out at a reasonable time. All right, you guys. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, what?
Oh, MK Songbird just put into our live stream discussion for our Discord, Avengers Con merch.
Wait, is it official? Oh, it's from Marvel.com.
It's from Marvel.com. So, oh my gosh, so they have...
Well, we got to look at it, don't we?
Captain America. So they have a list. Mr. Tree instead of Groot.
Why? Because copyrights?
Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow. No, I think it's because they did not know what his real name was. Gigantic Dude. Okay, hold on a second. I want to... So, Bring the Thunder is another t-shirt. I'm always angry unless I'm at Avengers Con. New Jersey's Avengers Con, Mr. Tree.
Wait, I want to get
that
these.
Is
Hold on
hilarious.
a second.
Some of these shirts are really cute. So I was there, and it shows...
I want the I was there one. New Jersey Avenger Con. I want that.
So if you guys get a chance, go ahead and check it out. If you can you give them the link to our Discord?
I copied it earlier, so I have an easier time of doing it. You guys, this link you can click on, but before we put this into the chat, Dustin, give them the rundown of what requires of our Movie Bunch Discord.
While we're here in the Movie Bunch Discord, we do ask everyone to please be on their best behavior. We ask that we are supportive. We want to have a community where we can talk about the things that we love, and we talk about the things that we might want. I mean, the things that we are passionate about.
Con, not Avengers Con, sorry.
Without having fear of people tell us that we're stupid, or to have racist comments or any kind of sexist comments. If any of those comments are caught, you're going bye-bye.
Yeah, we're gonna give you the
don't want
boot.
that kind of people in our community. We want to be supportive and to love each other.
Yeah. Where can I buy these shirts?
They don't actually.
Oh, it's on Amazon.
Oh, okay. And Brandon Harlan, thank you so much for subscribing and joining the Movie Bunch.
Thank you, Brandon Harlan. I'm gonna go shop these shirts and maybe get the one where it says Avenger Con New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the one that I'm gonna get. So we are gonna go ahead and check that out. You guys, that's it for today's show. Thank you so much for joining us on a Spoiler Saturday, where we talk all things Obi-Wan.
Spoiler Con.
Spoiler Con.
That's what we'll call Saturdays from now on, is our Spoiler Con.
Spoiler Con. Thank you guys all for being here. This room is getting quite hot, so we're going to turn off the lights before we have to turn them all back on and film our non-spoiler review for Lightyear, which will be on the channel by Monday sometime, whenever embargo lifts. So you guys, have yourself...
Adnan.
Adnan.
Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing as well.
Thank you, subscribes. Yay!
I'm going to throw some popcorn.
Throw some popcorns in the chat, as Jay would
for
say.
Our new subscribers, popcorn. Lots
Yes.
and lots of popcorn.
All right, guys.
Lots of popcorn.
We love you. Stay indoors. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. Grab yourself some liquid IV if you can with our code
Drink.
the movie couple for 25% off. We'll be back on Wednesday with a regular live stream where we don't talk the spoilers, but we will probably touch on news or whatever. Maybe we'll just let Navi have the mic. Who knows? Who knows?
You want to say goodbye to everyone, Miss Navi?
She's very
she's past.
She's very
She's
comfortable.
comfy. She's lying on. She's like, no,
I don't want
I
her
am
to-
on my break.
Yeah, I don't want her to have to get up. Debbie says check Discord, but I see nothing. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Just one last thing about Miss Marvel, and then we'll go. Debbie writes, personally, I think sorry, I can't read. I think the bracelet is going to loom large, and I think she's going to be Inhuman. The grandmother has history with the bracelet, and the mom knows it. I think the mom was an Inhuman in the past.
Oh, they could introduce Inhumans through this.
They
the
could.
fact that the only reason, say someone they do take the bracelet away from Kamala, and they try to put on, but it doesn't work.
Because
and
they're not
only
Inhuman.
works with people who are Inhuman or mutant.
Interesting. So then what is inside that bangle?
It would be something that activates Inhuman powers.
Very, very interesting.
And maybe the mist comes out sooner or later if the bracelet, the bangle, ever gets broken.
Oh.
And then we get Inhumans through this. It could happen. Never mind.
Okay, then.
Here we go with a little bit more Mephisto.
Mephisto. Is it Mephisto or is it real? All right. We will let you guys go. Thanks for being here. We will see you on Wednesday. Bye, everyone.